Buenos nachos, amigos, and welcome back to Hallyujuku, the show that's not dead yet about K-pop and more East Asian pop culture discussion with me, your buddy Peter Rave, the man with no plan, and of course with me, as always, is my tag team partner, my right-hand man to my left, Brandon Cooper, aka King Kaz. How you doing, Kaz?
I'm well.
We're here to talk about East Asian pop culture. Think about what's been happening since we last saw y'all. It's been a while, as one guy from Stained would say. It's been exactly 1 month since our last episode. So there's quite a bit of things happening. So of course we start off our episode talking about what's new, what's caught your attention, what's been happening since our last encounter, and of course the big thing is BTS has come back in the middle of our little impromptu hiatus with DNA. No, not that DNA. Not that song called DNA. It's not a cover of that song. It's just their own song called DNA. It's
DNA.
It's blown up. It's quite possibly, yeah. I think it's definitively their most successful single yet so far.
Yeah. Funnily enough, right? So, we have very much kind of taken and enjoyed BTS as they've grown, not maybe from the start, but we have people who we know who are kind of diehard BTS fans, and even for them, they were like, this is such a flavor change for them that it makes it like almost brand new, but it's enough of what you want from BTS while changing what you know of BTS that makes it like feel fresh and feel new and makes it like super exciting kind of thing. So I think it's a good thing for them, right? Because they were kind of starting to do this, not getting stagnant, because I don't think at this point in their careers BTS can stagnate, but I think just even people who are their fans were just like waiting for something a little different, right? So this is kind of that little bit of different, but such enough of a significant change to make it like exciting.
Yeah, I think I definitely, I will say one thing I wish I had, it was something that grabbed me more from the get-go. I think it's something that it's a song that, yeah, it's super successful and it's been like blown up. It's all over the Billboard charts.
Yeah,
it made me wish I liked it more. Like, it's not a bad song, but
what is it about it that you don't like though?
I don't know. It's just, I think it's not that I don't dislike it. I don't hate it, and I don't. I will say it's not that I don't like. It's not that I don't like it. It's that I like it. Yeah, it's cool. It's a nice song, and I think it works. It works well. But it's like it didn't topple me over. And I think they've had better songs.
Yeah,
but I don't know. It's something that I think it could grow on me, though. I will say. Like I wished I had liked it more from the very beginning, but it's something that could still grow on me. Because it's a good song. It's well made. It's just it just didn't like hook me in right away. But I don't know.
Okay.
What did you think? Have you had any further thoughts?
I don't know. I kind of enjoyed it. I kind of enjoyed the pace change. I like when groups can find ways of kind of doing style changes, of doing style changes while kind of keeping their core concept of what their musical sound is, and that's what BTS kind of did here for me. Like, they changed enough without losing me, you know.
Yeah. I think it might be just a little inoffensive for me. like a little bit like, I don't know.
Cookie cutter?
Yeah, maybe. But I think it might grow on me, and I'll give it I gave it another listen to it, and I enjoyed my listen today, and I'll give it more listens to it later. But I've liked previous BTS better, a significant amount better. But we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see where this goes.
Still a good song. Definitely deserves the success that it's gotten.
All right.
But yeah. Kaz, you had some songs that you wanted to feature.
So I really didn't know what to pick, right? Because there was kind of a lot and a little to pick from. Because I kind of wanted to pick kind of things that I really actually was enjoying and not just pick things to talk about them. And there's kind of the continuation of the Island Saga going on with some groups.
Everybody's kind of in a tropical house rut, as it were.
So I picked this. This is Sicky, featuring PH1 and J Park, and it's a song called Iffy. And I don't know, I not super duper fond of the song, but goddamn, I love the hook of this song, and I just kind of love the vibe of this song more than anything. I just love kind of the super chill kind of party vibe to this song that it gives out.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. It's a cool vibe. It's a cool beat. You're gonna have to forgive the we're so cool vibe to it, like we're such cool rich baller vibe to it. And I don't know how I feel about passed out drunk girls as props in music videos, but it's not something I'm necessarily going to be pulling out of pitchforks for, but it's kind of, I don't know, a little weird. But yeah, I don't know, but if you set all that aside, set Mr. pulling out grills to eat a watermelon aside, it's a cool song. It's a cool, chill, like summer vibe song. Even though the summer's over.
Sicky is just trying to become the king of the summer jams. Like, that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to become the king of the hip hop summer jams. And I ain't blaming him. He's putting in work on these summer jams.
Like, I don't know how I feel about the cross section cross section watermelon with a knife and fork. Like,
yeah, the knife and fork. I was like, all right, look, there's a lot of things I'll forgive. Why are you eating watermelon with a knife and fork? How fucking fabulous are you trying to be right now?
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, overall it's a good song. I did enjoy his Jay Park's appearance in the video. This goes back to our
just a paper bag on someone's head with Jay Park's picture. Good enough.
The guest star that doesn't bother showing up for the music video shoot thing we've been enjoying every once in a while. Yeah, cool song.
It's a cool song, and it's cool, like bop. I said, it's a super catchy beat. It's a super catchy hook, right? And I generally poo-poo songs for that, right? But I've always said those kind of songs have a time and a place, right? And I think as a summer vibe, that's the perfect kind of place for those songs, right? Because by the time you come out of summer, by the time you come out of it, you're not going to give a fuck about those jams of the previous summer. And I'm fine with that, right? And then and yeah, we're very well out of summer, but that's the kind of vibe this song gives to me. Is it kind of reminds me of like summer and hanging out and doing all that stuff. And like I said, I'm fine with that. I think that's cool. Yeah. But yeah.
All right. Next up.
So yeah, next up, I got a couple of things from the boys at 17. They're doing kind of this bit of doing songs with their in their kind of individual split like subsections.
Units, yeah, unit set up.
And two of them have been released, and I think there might be another one coming. I'm not super duper sure. I didn't finish reading up on it. But so this first one is by SVT Leaders, and it's called Change Up.
Teaching us what
this
you
one is
should
nice, right?
what you should throw if the batters have been hitting your fastball too much.
Yes. It's also baseball season, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, this one I like. I don't like it as much as the other one I'm going to tell you about, but I still really enjoyed this one. I didn't think I was, and it kind of started out in a space where I didn't think I was going to like it, but it won me over in the course of the 3 minutes that this song is.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty quality fun bop. Like it's a fun song. It could lift your mood up. It's a little got that really nice. I think both of these have a really nice modern hip hop sound that I think they use to good effect. Overall, I think just to be enjoyable songs.
Yeah, and I also like kind of right because this song has a little play on its own thing, right? Because when you get to the hook, the beat changes up. Yeah. And I like that, right? Like, and I kind of like that little play around of a thing.
Yeah. And also, speaking of the good, pretty cool hip hop tracks, the other 17 track.
Yeah. So the other 17 track, by the hip hop team is called Trauma. I don't know. I enjoyed the fuck out of this song for some reason. I don't know why, and I need someone to explain it to me. But I enjoyed the fuck out of this, man. I thought it was gonna be that fucking island beat thing because it starts out with those goddamn sound, but it's not full on island beat.
Yeah, it works well. I think it's very interesting. It's definitely more of that like. Very pretty modern hip hop sound that I think it works well. Vernon manages to look less like a child to me. he's finally growing up. Like he has a very baby face, and I think he's starting to look a little bit more grown up and carry himself a little bit more grown up. But he delivers well, and I think that as the hip hop team, they deliver a quality idol group hip hop track that works really well and is a fun listen and is a cool head bop track.
It definitely is a good head bop track, man. Like I said, I was not expecting to really, really enjoy this. I like 17, and I kind of. But I don't like 17 in its individuality. Yeah. I kind of like 17 as a collective. But this is definitely making me kind of pay attention to their individualities or group individualities. I still don't know if I would like them as individual pieces. But definitely a fucking jam that I'm going to be rocking.
Yeah. And it works really it works really well. Yeah, 17. I consistently I think 17 has been a quality group overall, and I think it's just they have a good consistency to them. Like I don't think, I mean, I could be remembering wrong because human memory is flawed, but I don't think I remember ever thinking of a 17 track as like subpar or trash. Like if it didn't catch me, it was still at least like good. Like generally, like they've been pretty consistent on that part, and then they also they're also pretty hands on and creative. Like I like that they have people in the group that like are hands on with like the creation of their music. Not that I would necessarily judge any group for not being that, but it's a nice, cool thing that they are.
You feel like you feel like you have a better connection with the group when they do that, right? Because you feel like it's their voice really coming out rather than them just being a group that performs really well. And there's nothing wrong with being a group that performs and sings and dances really well. But when you can also kind of have your own say in how those things happen tends to be a thing.
Yeah.
That makes people like you more. And I think that's kind of one of the things that makes BTS really popular, right? Is they have a pretty big presence in their music. Their personality is in their music. Most of the time. You could tell there's a couple of tracks here and there where you're just like, that is not you at all. But they definitely find ways to even make those tracks their own. And I think that's what drives a group like BTS's popularity, right? Is having kind of this sense of yourself and this understanding of like your music and what you want from your music. So it's weird. It's weird. I don't know a better way to explain it, but
So that's some cool stuff. So switching gears to my stuff, what's been catching my attention since we last gathered? A couple things. So before I talk about some of the music stuff that's caught my attention, I'll talk about the other stuff that I've been like into over the time that we've been away, or even before while we were here. Is a couple of things on YouTube that just have been like my thing and my slight obsession. I guess it's not obsession, but Coco of Coco Story has been vlogging, and I'm not into YouTubers. Like I don't watch YouTubers. I've never been into vlogs, like into vlogs. Like I very rarely get into like YouTube personalities of any kind that are like just like if they aren't like people like Rooster Teeth
who don't do things, right? Let's put giant quotation marks around it, who are just themselves.
Yeah. But like I don't know, Coco's kind of adorable and her vlogs are kind of cute, and they kind of have, sometimes they have a little bit of like insight into the behind the scenes of stuff. Like she did a whole vlog of like behind the scenes at like Music Bank. Like she has fun characters she has fun people on her vlog, like Tina from the other group, Blady, Alex of High 4. I think Alex of hungover Alex from High 4 is one of my favorite characters on her show, on her vlog. And I said so in the comments, like it is a fun experience. And her friends are fun, and like I don't know. It's just an enjoyable vlog. And hopefully as she appears on the unit over on KBS, we might get some like behind the scenes vlogs from there. And she also knows a couple other YouTube personalities like Sunny Dahe and Edward Avila. If y'all are into the beauty vlogs, people, not really part of either of our worlds, but they're there. So if you're into those personalities, like
I'm not. All right, you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you people. I really used to be in the makeup vlogs a long time ago, right? Just because I just wanted to understand how makeup worked. Right, yeah, it's fucking fascinating to watch somebody do. It is literally fascinating to watch somebody do makeup. I ain't gonna lie to you. I used to just sit. I'd skip the whole like precursor and just watch the makeup part. Like just watch people put on makeup. It's fucking amazing, man.
It's like
and
magic.
Like that. I like. Then you get to the after part, and they're just talking. I'm like, I don't care. Next video, just put more makeup on. Like, So yeah, nah. But yeah, I never got into like the personalities of it. I just liked that portion of the video. It's just like just put on makeup.
But yeah, I definitely y'all should check it out. It's fun. You get to see Ashley from Ladies Code there as well because they're friends. Like you see like the little like group of friends, like Jay of Day 6, who's a knucklehead and kind of hilarious, and Bernard Park, who's really cool. So yeah, go check out our vlog. Also, Jisuk of a group that I really enjoyed. Unfortunately, no longer together, as you know they've disbanded. But Jisuk had a show, I guess, on KBS, or at least on KBS World. I don't know if it aired on TV or just on their YouTube channel, but I assumed it aired on TV, probably as a segment on something else. But it's called Table for One or Cooking Institute. And basically, it's just she teaches people how to make single serve dishes, like and it's kind of cool and fun, and she's adorable, and you get to see her make Japanese style beef curry, and get like cooking experts and braised spicy monkfish. And you get to it's the cooking and the personality and her personality, which is fun, and she's super talented, and just getting to see her do things is really cool. So I just wanted to feature that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I'm down. I'm into it. I'm down. I'm fucking down. Down for some fucking food. Let's go, bro.
Single serve. I'm actually tempted to try to cook some of these because they look good.
Fucking Hallyujuku special cooking
eggs in hell.
Fucking make. Let's see.
Live,
hold on. Let's see.
We'll do a live simulcast cooking
special. PD makes eggs in hell. Hell.
Yeah.
Hell.
Eggs in hell. Yes. And then we'll do a simulcast. You'll cast it. You'll be in the corner in the picture while watching me and commenting on how on my cooking skills.
Go full Iron Chef. Yes. It seems he is using freshly grown farmed eggs. Oh, okay. Yeah, fresh farm eggs is what he's using.
Got those with Publix. All right, so let's move on to some music. I wanted to feature. Okay, so one of those tracks. I'm a fan of G-Friend. Historically, especially their last comeback was one of my favorites. Their last comeback, they kind of had a little bit of a different vibe with Fingertip. A little bit more of a energetic girl crush vibe, kind of straight away from their pure innocent image stuff. It didn't quite do well, which made me sad. Relative to how their expectations as far as success at this point. So unfortunately, not unfortunate. I guess that the decision was to kind of veer back to their previous sound, and I think we've featured Love Whisper. And my slight disappointment with that as well. If not, then I'm going to talk about that as well. But the Summer Rain, and I guess Love Whisper, because it kind of happened around our break. Oh, no, this happened a while ago. Summer Rain. I think this starts solidifying the fact that they're kind of going... Instead of going back to their roots, which at least was super catchy and engaging and energetic, they're going even safer. And they're going this, and it's been said by other people before, this pretends the possibility of them venturing into getting into A-Pink territory, where they're starting to just coast and putting out just kind of safe, accessible songs that kind of lack the punch and the catchiness that has been their formula before. That's what the formula succeeded before, which is engaging songs with engagingly catchy songs with with energetic hooks that paired up with the image that they had. I hope that that's not the case. I hope that if anything, even if they do go back to the well, I hope they at least go back to the well of what worked musically then. But I don't know. This worries me. I don't know. What are your thoughts, Kaz?
Yeah, I kind of get what you mean, right? It's that kind of regression fear kind of thing, like where you try something and you feel like it backfires, so you regress so hard that you almost hurt yourself in doing it. And I can see that. I can see that, but I still kind of enjoyed this, right? But I would have loved to see them go further with that new image.
Yeah. I would have liked it, but even if they had to go back to the formula, at least bring what was good about then as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, moving on to some other tracks. We got to keep things tight. Moving on to some other tracks. Luna continues to kind of crank out the tracks as they cascade out their debuting of all their members. As they had done previously with one, I think 2/3 or whatever they called their previous unit. They've debuted a couple of their members and now have put out like a unit track with a few of the more recently debuted members, three of them in particular, with the unit name, which is actually kind of cool, Odd Eye Circle, and the song Girlfriend. And I really like this track. Like, I think this is, speaking of like engaging and interesting, like instrumentals and engaging track with a really kind of interesting hook. Like, I think this does really cool things musically, being just a fun pop song, but doing enough like out of the box, like stuff, out of the box, quirky pop stuff to keep it interesting and fun. And of course the visuals of the video are fantastic. And damn, you realize how much money Blockberry Creative has. like this is definitely like, they just like straight up like, all right, they go to so many different places and then it's like, all right, let's film a video in LA, like like, and that's common, but it's like, this is just a freshly debuting group, like barely debuting group. Like, I mean, it's been like a few months, but like
yeah, but it's you spend for what you want to represent, right? So they're spending money because they want this group to really pop, right? And I think sometimes that's kind of the thing, right? Is people try too hard to be cheap with these premieres of their groups, that it ends up kind of hurting them, right? Because they don't really end up doing anything, and the visuals are kind of meh. And that's kind of a lot of times what people judge K-pop on, is the visuals, right? And if you're not giving people kind of enough of the visual sense of what your group is, people just kind of see them as a mad group, and that's what you end up producing. So I think they're really going for broke with this, and they're like, look, we want this group to pop, we want this group to stand out, we want people to pay attention to them, so let's spend money on doing that.
Yeah. What did you think of the song?
I liked the song. I thought it was interesting, and I really liked the visuals, as you said. Like, the visuals really pop, and the visuals really stand out and make you kind of pay attention to them, which is what they wanted, and which is what I want from a group, right? If you want me to pay attention to them, and then the song isn't the greatest, right? But it's definitely good, and I'm definitely paying attention to it.
Yeah, it's engaging and it's fun. It has a lot of really cool things going on in it, which is cool. Yeah, I also wanted to highlight a track that from like before, one of those like we looked over, kind of like drinking up something that we kind of got glossed over even while we were making episodes. Sonamu, who's a group out of TS Entertainment, who we talked about before when they like debuted. They haven't really put out a lot of stuff that has engaged me, but they put out a track called Friday Night, and it kind of like got lost under my radar. And then I went back and checked it out. I was like, "Oh, this is a cool song! Like, this is a fun, catchy song. Like, this is a fun video and a fun, catchy song." And The video is low budget, but doesn't feel cheap. It just kind of feels like a fun, simple, straightforward, just dance video. And the song is fun and catchy, and definitely worth kind of like it's worth making sure it's not ignored. Definitely, and I think hopefully a sign of more to come from Sonamu. What did you think, Kaz?
I kind of had that sentiment, right, where it's like, and it's gonna feel like I'm going back on the thing I previously said, right? Doing this is fine as a low budget thing, right? Because you want to show off a couple of things for a group, right? And then, like I said, it's gonna sound like I'm going back, but I want to be really specific, right? You want to show off the visuals of a group. You want to show off how well a group performs, because some people do pay attention to how well a group can perform, dance, sing, choreography, things like that. Those are kind of things I pay attention to. And then in paying attention to those things, you got to show them in a good way. Kind of the in the box is generally the good way to do that with really early groups, or just a good way to show that at some point. But you have to, like I said, you have to be willing to spend that money. Now, this is done, like PD said, kind of on a budget, but it's not low budget, right? It's not shitty. There's some shitty ones. If we really take our time, we can go back and pick out some shitty ones. But
well, we can
this isn't bad.
I can go through some like particular labels that we could just find some like some hilariously cheap videos. But yeah.
Right.
This is low budget, but for the sake of keeping things focused and purposeful. Which is good. Like you can go high budget and go balls to the wall, to just impress, which is really cool, and that's what they're doing with Luna. Or you can kind of keep things focused and with intent. Like this is about the dance, the performance. Simple background, some outfit changes, add little touches that keep the video engaging, which is really cool. All right, so that's it for what's new. Yeah, so that's it for what's new. We're gonna transition over to our headlines. Talk about some of the things that are going on in the world of the and pop culture. So join us on the flip side. Hello, and welcome to Headlines. Let's talk about some topical topics, some things going on, some interesting things that have been happening since we last left off. I wanted to feature this because it's fun. It's the whatever it takes to get. It's in the whatever it takes to get your foot in the door and get people's attention department of the world of pop culture. MOMOLAND's JooE lands Tropicana commercial for being shameless becomes a mashup icon. So JooE of MOMOLAND has been kind of like since like the beginning of the month of last month, like it's the beginning of September, has been kind of making the rounds. Has been kind of like going viral for kind of being super extra. In a particular dance break remix of their comeback track "Wonderful Love," and somehow, somebody keep coming with funky ass shit like every single day. Landed her a commercial deal with Tropicana, where she just kind of dances around, saying the tropic. Yeah, it's just kind of like it is the most straightforward. Just it is so super fun and cute and ridiculous, and also people have been like putting her into like mashup, like putting her into music videos Just as like into dance breaks of music videos from from that thing. Just random other videos up to like including like I think that's BTS to like freaking the classic BAP Hurricane track, which classic. Never let that never be forgotten because you know the loof is on fire. Two other tracks, even to like Hitchhiker's track. It's kind of ridiculous and kind of cool and kind of fun to kind of like realize, you know, whatever it takes to get your foot in the door, whatever it takes to get people's attention and get your name out there, whatever you got to do, you do it. You do it to it. Also, people have been apparently like trolling Twitch streamers, particularly those Twitch streamers that let you play whatever. I think it's because there's a subset of people on Twitch that apparently like have things set up so that you can play whatever you want on their stream, which I'm not familiar with.
So you can. So it's a thing where you can donate a link, right? So you donate an amount, and with that amount you can donate a link, and usually it's a YouTube link, and then it just goes into an autoplay, and then it just plays. Like if you subscribe to the channel or if you donate to the channel, they just have it set up so that then that clip plays, and usually some people set it up so that it can only play for so long or something like that, but like it's a pretty funny thing.
So I've seen it happen where people have like played like hardcore porn.
Yeah, you gotta be careful about your links, man. You gotta be careful. Be careful.
It's also landed her another commercial deal with GS25, which is I'm familiar with because that was when I was in Korea. It was the place I would go because sometimes you just want to get some bottles of water and some ramen. Like, just and you go to the GS25. You just get your convenience store food. That's where I got my spaghetti and shit. But also got her own unit and star crowd. This is kind of crazy. What are your thoughts? What is your reaction to seeing all this?
I don't know. Like I don't have any reaction to these things at this point. Like this is just like kind of normal everyday shit now, man.
Yeah, you're going viral. Get your money. It's like I like. You tell me this goes viral and makes one person a lot of make this person a lot of money, and I'm way happier for this than say the Cash Me Outside girl. It's like it could be that. Instead, it's just a girl who dances exuberantly and is already a media personality. All the
but best. I mean, you always kind of have these moments for some people, right? Like some people just have these kind of meteoric moments that just make them even popular, right?
Yeah.
And at this point, being a meme is the greatest advertisement in the world, right?
Yeah.
Like if you can memeify yourself, goddamn dog, you've done yourself a good future fucking job, right?
You did good.
You're just fucking
And it involves, and here's the thing, like this involves exactly the thing that like is a thing that makes actual money, which is commercial deals. Like that makes actual money. Music doesn't make the actual money. Like the fact that this is getting her a chance to do commercials is gonna be big for her and for MOMOLAND, because they're still in that phase where they're splitting revenue. So and if she gets enough of these, like they end up in a position where they make enough off of that they don't have no more training debt, and like they're working in the black like this close to debut. Like, I mean, that's crazy. It's probably not anywhere near that, but you never know. Like the idea that this one random thing could like completely turn your momentum around and put you like make you a profitable girl group because one of your girls is extra as hell. That is fantastic. So all the best to MOMOLAND and JooE, all around.
Yeah.
So all the exuberance to kind of a bummer. MADTOWN.
I just gotta bring this up, right? I fucking don't know what it is. But fuck, I love the fuck out of like Asian streaming tools. Like I love the whole like instead of chat going like vertical, I love the fucking stupid like thing that like all those other sites do where it's just kind of flying across your screen. Yeah. I don't know why, but I love that shit, dude.
It's just a fun visual.
I love that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about that thing, but I love that shit, bro.
Yeah. Maybe we got to figure. There has to be an API for doing that for yourself for Twitch. There has to be like
I'm pretty sure there is. I will find it whenever I get this set up to a point where I can stream consistently. I will find that, and that's what I'm gonna do. Like fucking chat's gonna be just vertically this way above my head, and I'll just be like,
"What?" Or have it fly across your face.
What are you talking about?
Have it like fly across your face, like from all sides.
And then you just see like you just get like a good troll comment, and you just look at it as it goes past. Like what? What the fuck? The fuck? It's great.
Yeah, you kind of have that. Cause I've seen Jack Patillo of Achievement Hunter. He has I don't know if I imagine others have it, but he has it for like his cheers will fly across the screen and drop off their bits into the bucket.
Other people have that too. Yeah. I don't give a fuck about that. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. I'm not saying that's not cool. But goddamn, I just want the shit
all the emojis going back and forth.
Yeah, just fucking flying, bro. Yeah. Being like, oh my god, just because I want to have that interaction, like I said, of reading a comment and then following it, just being like, what?
Yes.
The fuck did you just say to me? Like, what just came across my face? Yeah, we're fighting, dog.
All right, so moving on to the next article. So MADTOWN is a group that we've talked about in the past. And we've talked about their trials and tribulations in the past as well, including like having their company having their previous company stop existing, and because they were in companies with Men Black, and then their new company, and then their CEO get arrested for fraud. So MADTOWN, at this point last month, MADTOWN filed lawsuit against company. Lawyer claims company basically non-existent. MADTOWN have essentially filed lawsuit against GNI Entertainment for their contracts to be terminated. This coming after the CEO of the company was arrested for fraud. The 7 members of K-pop group MADTOWN filed a request for an injunction in their contract with GNI Entertainment, their agency, after CEO of GNI Entertainment was arrested for fraud in March this year. Many employees at GNI, including executives, managers, and staff, left the company, effectively leaving MADTOWN with no management or support from their agency. The lawyer representing MADTOWN spoke to the media to clarify exactly how messed up the situation allegedly is for the group. On September 12th, lawyer Sun Jong Moon of Sun and Partners spoke to multiple media outlets, and when asked why the injunction was filed, he explained, MADTOWN has been receiving no monetary, material, or human resources from their agency. There are no employees working in their agency. Their website is down, and the office space has already been sold. MADTOWN has no transportation, no manager, and not even a dormitory. This makes it impossible for the members to hold any activities, and they have been unable to promote since their last album, which was released in June 2016. The lawyer also... End quote. The lawyer also pointed out that MADTOWN truly leaped out of the frying pan into the fire as they only came blah, blah, blah. What do they want? Basically just their freedom. And then there's been stories of like... Kota... yeah. Oh god. Their Japanese member, Hota. I want to say, like him having to like transport members himself and manager, like pick up their manager or like pick up somebody and in his own car and like to whatever events he could go to, like Jota.
This is that thing. This is that thing where you find out you're working for this company and you only been working off site for so long, and then you finally go there and you go to the building and you push open the door and it's just a door to an alleyway. You're like, what the fuck? What? You're like, there's a building on this side. You go to this side, there's nothing.
Yeah.
Who? What? You're just confused at that point. You're just confused and angry, and I don't blame them, man.
Yeah, this leaves them in a weird position because it's a company that doesn't exist, but also they still have a contract with this company that effectively, but not actually, doesn't it still technically exists, but doesn't exist, and they can't work. But they're not free agents, so they can't seek out another company because they're still under contract. This is fucked up. It's hard out there, and I gotta find if there's been more updates for MADTOWN because they still have. I mean, this was like a month ago. The only other updates has been that JooE of MADTOWN, not JooE. MADTOWN members apparently are going to participate in the unit, that kind of big, new KBS's Produce 101 kind of thing, but that's has everybody that but that is kind of not super popular in K-pop on that show. So they're going to be on there. Hopefully they get some people's attention and are able to get their name out there as they work to get their free agency back. So yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. This is unique and interesting. I don't know. Did you have any further thoughts? Why can't I hear you?
Had to mute myself to blame my nose. It's just that crazy situation where you feel like you can understand that feeling that they don't know what to do at this point, and it's just rough. Yeah, you just don't know what to do or how to feel about this kind of situation.
Yeah. Yeah. Moving on. All the best to MADTOWN. Wish you all luck. But yeah, moving on. Speaking of infamous boy group management groups, Johnny and Associates issues warning to fans for shooting air guns at staff and stalking.
Well, there's a list here, right? There's
they've been Johnny and Associates are like, yo, you've been doing some shit. Here's what you've been fucking up in, and let's read the list. The following are examples of actual incidents that have occurred: reserving seats on planes at bullet trains near artists and standing up to stare at them, and I know what it is. It's just you're on the plane and you're you're just sitting there
my man just over here. My man just over here trying to be like. You're just gonna stand there the whole time, huh? Just I can't. Just no. That's just you can't do that shit. All right, what else? Oh, no, I can't hear you.
Okay, sorry. Okay. Loitering around the decks at the front and back of the bullet train cars that the artists use and interfering with other passengers' movements. Continuing to take photos and videos of the artists.
So continuing means, right, that they did it, and then somebody was like, "Yo, chill the fuck out," and they was like, "All right." and then they continued to do it anyway.
It's like they got their shit. They got their can, like their big can.
Like, yo, I need you to stop. Okay.
So you got that, like, get that quick shutter going, like just got their automatic weaponry right there, just like they got the finger on the trigger, just held down, like
just held down.
Yeah, blocking artist paths, intentionally colliding or embracing the artists.
Going for that anime embrace.
The glomp.
Oh my god! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my gosh! I'm so sorry. Oh man!
Oh my god! Repeatedly following artists while ignoring warning from managers, officers, and JFFC support staff. Shooting air guns at staff.
That one right there. That one right there takes the cake, man.
Like,
that takes the cake.
Like, it's like, it makes me think like somebody's got an air gun sniper rifle, like yo, I like laying down suppressive fire. Like, there's a coordinated effort. You imagine these fangirls like with like earpieces, like, yo, I got you covered. I got your six. Yeah. Watch your 3 o'clock.
Take the shot. Take the shot.
And we're causing problems for other passengers boarding and disembarking transportation, and tailing vehicles carrying the artists with unlicensed taxis. Which is
Yo, where do these people get this money and these equipment that they have to do these things? Why are they not spies?
Yeah, like, yeah. It's almost, the dedication is impressive if it wasn't so fucking batshit crazy. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's definitely like, it's definitely on a level of crazy, but I don't know. Just stop. I almost wanted to praise them, but no, stop. You're crazy. Stop. You're crazy. Stop it, because you're crazy.
Stop it. Just stop it right now.
Yeah.
No.
Somebody call their fucking parents, please.
Yeah. Get your man. Get your woman. Get your girl. Take care of your girl.
This is definitely, whose man's is this situation?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
whose man's is this?
Somebody needs to control these. Why are you shooting people? Why? And like, okay, yeah, it's an airsoft gun, but it still fucking hurts. It still hurts. That shit hurts, man.
God,
it ain't nice.
No, stop it. Speaking of people in criminal, speaking of criminal behavior, I just thought this was kind of cool. It's happened a little while ago. It's kind of scary and kind of infuriating, but kind of like interesting and impressive. But Park Jun-hyung fights off attempted robbery by racists, I guess, on buying hardships. Park Jun-hyung was in Brussels, Belgium for the Buying Hardships variety show, and he was approached by a group on the street. As it turns out, however, they were trying to rob him, which I could have spotted a mile away from the very first second somebody was approaching them. Because it's like, no. Park Jun-hyung fought back, so the would-be robbers responded by yelling the racist slurs at him and shit. I didn't quite catch that part. Like, I'm still not sure. I don't know if you caught it I don't know if you watched the video of this. It was off of June Park's Instagram, but it's kind of like you can see like the moment where it's like it's very obvious they're trying to pull some shit. Like you can see like that you start to surround him like yo and like and then like dude like puts his leg under and like in his like what was it like
I don't know what that move is. That's a weird move.
I don't know. Like I can understand all the other things, like surrounding him, putting like stuff on top of him, trying to steal shit, but like everything else is like Ugh. Like I don't know. Like I was like she was like, it's weird because June Park is like a happy-go-lucky, goofy guy, but to see him to get like serious like that, is a little on the scary side. I should realize wasn't even showing it. Like it is interesting. And definitely kind of hearing like people replying with like the thing like yeah, like Asians are usually the targets, like big time targets in especially like Europe and like and other places because they usually have lots of cash on them. And unfortunately, unfortunately petty crime isn't as deeply ingrained into the reality of Asian life, in particular, like Korean or Japanese life, as it is in other places. So you get a little complacent, and you carry cash around you, so you become an easy target. But unfortunately for them, unfortunately for the group that he was with, they messed with the wrong guy because he grew up in the States and he's too old for that shit. Like he grew up in the States, and B, he's like in his 40s, I think approaching 50. He's too old for that shit. I was almost disappointed by the girls going Oppa Hachima, like trying to get him to stop, because I wouldn't have been mad at him if he started swinging like
he got ready too. He took his bag off. He's like, all right, look, y'all, fucked up now. Like, I love it.
I got and it's funny because like you can only imagine what goes into those like the criminals' minds when they suddenly notice like behind them, oh, there's a dude with a camera, and like there's a cross street. This is like,
yeah, like what criminal mindset are you where you don't realize there's literally a dude with a camera right there?
Like I could kind of see.
It's not like he's in a bush somewhere hiding. He's literally like right there.
Like I would give them one thing. Like the dude was, because this is a Korean variety show, so it was probably like a little like a DSLR, and probably not a very big bulky setup, just because it needs to be light and travelable. But he's still a dude with a camera, like pointed right at them. Like at some point, you're just like, it was so brazen. If I didn't know any better, and if it wasn't Korean television, I think it was staged. Like, yeah, because it seems so staged. But like I'd think it was a stage if I didn't know better, and know that it's not really a thing. Like Korean television isn't about conflict, like American television. This happened on an American show, I'd be like, no, that was staged. But like, it was like, it was so obvious, it was bullshit. But like, some people are just dumb. I don't know.
Because those dudes' faces wouldn't have been blurred out. Two, you would have been able to find their IMDb pages. You're just
yeah, yeah, craziness. But luckily things worked out. Everybody was safe.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. But yeah, off of that craziness, that brings us to the end of another fantastic episode of Hallyujuku. Another tight one.
I forgot to share this with everyone. The Amika Sally thing, I'm just putting that somewhere so the world can see it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, everyone check out Amika Sally. There's an Asian Junkie article. I shared it with Kaz recently. It's just she's fantastic. She's very much a young woman being herself. like she has this thing where she's like switches from like very cute J-pop idol to like teenage girl, and it's like fantastic. She has great quotes, so go seek her out. I might actually I'll put the link in the show notes. But yeah, that brings us to the end of another episode. Cass, well, what do you got going on? What's going on in your world?
Nothing much. Keeping it going with the DKG Welt podcast. Check that out live every Sunday, 10 p.m. EST. If you're into sports, which means you're right up our alley, check out Sports Odds and Ends, the show for the fly-by-night sports fans. We kind of half talk about sports and our thoughts on it. So go check that out in your podcatcher, Sports Odds and Ends, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. You had an interesting experience with with Death Note on Two Nerdy Black Guys. And,
Two Nerdy Black Guys. We talked about the live action Netflix premiere of Death Note, which, like I said, on that show, and you can go listen to it. I actually don't think it was that bad. I just think they should have Netflixed a thing that was a Netflix thing.
Yeah. It seems I haven't checked that out, but it seems like it was an interesting contrast between your guys' thoughts and Jack on APOS and calling it trash.
And I almost think that's a fair assessment because you didn't Netflix a thing you would normally Netflix, right? You normally make that a multiple episodes cinematic thing. Right, that's what Netflix is known for. But you literally made a 2-hour movie of a thing that's based on being longer than that.
Yeah,
and you don't even hit all the character tropes because of it. So, I think that's your downfall in that.
Yeah. Also, you guys have your Van Helsing review up, so which is cool. Go check that out. DeltaJulianMike.com for that as well. He's a King Kaz. I'm at PD Rave. The show is at Hallyujuku. Hallyujuku.com. Kpoppodcast.com as the easy way to say our website. It's easy. Kpoppodcast.com so you can share it with your friends. Rebelli.net for this and other shows, this and the other show. We're gonna get back into rhythm for both shows. Back into the rhythm of the rhyme of the reason of the beat, the boogie to the boogie to beat. So look forward to that. But yeah, check us out. Subscribe, like, share, do all the things. Until next time. Hasta los huevos.
Well, didn't I tell you? Don't you know?
Annyeong. Fighting.
Give it to me straight.